My people are hurting and crying, yet Canada is still lying, telling the world that they have changed, and this thought is so very, very deranged. And they're lying straight to your face. But what I'm about to share with you, please don't let Harper's fake apology replace. For my people are dying too young because of all that they have done. Unsafe drinking water, father abusing daughter, son beating mom, cousin suffering with cancer, and she will never get to see her daughter become that beautiful dancer. My people are unable to love. Sometimes all I need is a hug, begging mama to love me, hold me, help mold me, but she can't see that she doesn't even have the capacity to love me, or hold me, or help mold me. Because languages and traditions are still disappearing. Because so many elders are still fearing their identity. And despite this fear, their knowledge is still plenty. But some elders refuse to teach me about our history. So to this day, there are too many mysteries. What does it mean to be me? This information they won't share, for they still live in fear and shame of their very existence, and they will always resist it. For when they were little, they were told that they were dirty, savage, worthless, and unnecessary. And hell yes, this gets to me, as every day I wake and I see my people hurting and crying, yet Canada is still lying. Still don't believe me? Well, let me spit some statistics and make this just a little bit more realistic. 90% of prostitutes in Manitoba are young, Aboriginal women. No way to make money, so they give in, forced onto the streets to ensure that their families can eat. If only they would have had someone in their life that would have said, girl, use your head, you're smart, continue with your passion for art. Your possibilities are endless, and you don't have to get in this life of self-destruction. Fetal alcohol syndrome 25 times higher than the world average. These women know that they will harm their baby, but they figure maybe, just maybe, if they drink, the pain of their existence will go away. But it doesn't, so the next day they wake and put that bottle to their lips. No man around to give them a sweet kiss, and the reason that they do this is because they are hurting and crying, yet Canada is still lying, pretending things are great, yet over 52% of Native people living below the poverty rate. Too many kids' mamas just give them a shake, tell them to wake, send them off to school late with no food on their plate, send them off to school, but all too often the only lessons learned is you gotta be tough if you an Indian. You must be stupid if you an Indian. You worthless if you an Indian. You a whiny tax sucker if you're an Indian. And at the end of the day, these kids come home feeling like a goddamn no good Indian. So it's no wonder that they have a higher chance of committing suicide than they do to graduate. To wake up every morning and have to take that ride. Have to take that ride into a world that they hate, that is unwilling to relate to the struggles that they face. So it's no surprise that they're losing the race to first place, because the system is designed so that they can't relate. They can't connect to the material that they're learning, because the spirit is yearning to be fed the words that my ancestors said. So no, they drop out of school with no hope for tomorrow and forced to live their life in sorrow. No education leads to a 30% unemployment rate, so their only fate is a life of crime. These kids are 14 times more likely to be incarcerated, and these facts are not often related. So hopefully now you have some insight and you see that every day my people fight. We fight to survive, so how can we thrive if we can barely survive? If we're still trying to deal with the tears of our people's past trauma, as these tears were passed down from mama to mama to mama. So I'm here to tell you that yes, my people are hurting and crying, and yes, Canada is still lying, telling the world that they have changed, and hell yes, this thought is so very, very deranged.
Yeah.